New at 6, a truly shocking case in the East Valley.
It was worse than something you'd see in the movies, and nothing has been done.
An 85-year-old woman locked in a home in filthy conditions, hungry, thirsty, and tonight the caregiver speaking only to ABC 15, shedding light about what happened inside a house of horrors. Joe Martels is in Mesa with a story you'll only see on ABC 15.
The conditions inside this Mesa home are filthy, according to MCSO. No place for an elderly woman needing constant care. And after a week-long investigation, we wanted to know who should be held responsible. The outside of this Mesa home near Brown and Ellsworth hides a dirty secret. Behind the blinds drawn down tight, MCSO says there was a woman living in her own waste.
It was worse than something you'd see in the movies, and nothing has been done.
Kim Fry was a hired caregiver for an 85-year-old woman. We are concealing her identity for her protection. Kim says the woman's relatives weren't tending to her basic needs.
So I would come over, and I would find her every single morning in worse conditions than I even found her the first time in her own home.
Kim says she confronted the relatives and threatened police intervention. The next day, when she arrived to take care of the woman, a padlock was on the front door.
I listened, and I could hear the dog barking, and I could hear screaming for help.
Neighbors were stunned that somebody even lived in the home that rarely showed any sign of life.
I thought for sure they were coming out with a dead body, to be honest, but they said she was alive.
The woman is in the hospital, recovering from bed sores and dehydration. So far, no charges, but Adult Protective Services launched an investigation and found rotten garbage, animal feces, and the home wasn't livable for anybody.
It's Joe Bartels from ABC 15. I wanted to talk to you about an incident that happened last week.
We knocked on the door, but no one answered. MCSO says they are investigating and can't rule out criminal charges, but the case continues to be looked at by detectives. Despite the ongoing investigation, we spoke to the victim's son by phone in California. He's pointing fingers at the caregiver, and he says the padlock on the door was to keep the caregiver out. We'll be sure to follow this investigation and be sure to let you know what happens. Reporting in Mesa, Joe Bartels, ABC 15 News.